Hi guys, Teejay the Destroyer for the Destroyer channel. Thank you so much for tuning in once again. Today we have got our top 10 releases of 2021. It's been a rough year, man. It's been a rough year for not only because of the pandemic, but for metal itself. It's actually been quite disappointing, and it was a struggle for me to actually get these releases. But in the end, I'm actually quite happy with where I am at with these releases, and I hope you will be too. In saying that as well, I really want to thank all you guys that are watching right now. With all the little content that I actually bring out, I'm over 1,000 subscribers. That is amazing. And with that, I wanted to give back to you guys a little bit. So I have a new logo right here. And those logos also will be going on t-shirts, as well as I've got another design coming later on in the year, in 2022, and that will be up for pre-order as soon as possible. With that, let's dive into it, alright? Number 10, Mental Cruelty, A Hill to Die Upon. This album shocked me, man. Talk about maturing in a space of one album. For those people who do know Mental Cruelty, their last album was basically, oh, let's see how brutal we can be. And for me personally, it didn't work. I didn't feel that there was structure to the songs, and hence the songs never went anywhere for me. But holy shit, this album is mesmerizing, with amazing riffs that make sense, intense breakdowns that flow like a river, and vocals. Fuck me, mate. Chills. Stick this in your hole. An amazing release, and I hope to hear more from these guys soon. Number 9, Odin Organ, Final Days. I think that's how you pronounce their name. I am new to these guys. I've only heard them a handful of times, and every time I heard them, I actually really enjoyed them. I've got to be really honest with you. I just needed another album that I really enjoyed this year to fill up my top 10. From the start of this album to the end, it was just, oh, it's just so good, man. Look, just check this out for yourself. This type of power metal is a lot more aggressive than what I'm used to with my power metal, and everyone that knows me knows how much I love my power metal. But I tell you what, man, I like it. Number 8, Aborted, Mania Cult. Now, let's talk about this Aborted album for a moment. Now, this is the first Aborted album that I can say is not aborted, but still is aborted, if you get what I'm saying. They had a fair share of their guitarists in their day, and with the loss of Mandel on this album, we got a change in the writing style. It's not bad. It's not bad at all. I really, really, really enjoyed this. Last year, La Grande Masquerade was my number 1 pick for the whole year. It was absolutely incredible. But there's a lot of groovy drums in this. Parts, you know, there's even old school death metal riffs in this, which is actually kind of cool. But there definitely was a change in the style of the riffing, if you ask me, and Abort It. Check it out. Is this the best Aborted album? In my opinion, no. But, holy shit, does it give you a rush? Really check it out. Number 7, Based, Necrosapiens. I have slept on these guys. My entire life, I had never even heard of these guys until this year. I've got to thank Brad from Banger TV for this one. It was cemented in my brain that in this modern day, there was no one doing old school death metal, let alone doing it well. These guys come from Denmark. We get this gritty old school death metal sound in the guitars, and it's just something I live for, man. Like, I love old school death metal. There's just these trashy riffs, boomy drums, and the vocals resemble somewhat of a Sasquatch. It's so good. Check this out. Number 6, and I am going to fucking butcher this. Der Weg einer Freiheit. Nocturne. Man, I'm sorry, guys, if you're watching and you heard that and I butchered it. I'm not German. Teejay liking black metal.
What the fuck?
This is black metal with literally some fucking oomph, man. When I say oomph, I mean the bass. The bass is so prominent, man. Forget about the guy in a tin shed in a forest somewhere with an SM57 and a fucking tape deck. The production of a black metal album of this caliber is ridiculous. Listen. Not only does the bass make this huge standout for me, the drumming is absolutely insane. Tobias Schuler plays the kit like he's making a sandwich, man. Check this. Thank you to my man Fabian for showing me these guys. Ever since he showed me, they've been on heavy rotation for me. And if you like this kind of metal, you will too. Number 5, To the Grave, Epilogue. I don't have much to say about this band, except that it crunches. These guys joined Unique Leader Records this year, and they just re-released their last album, Global Warning. And on the same release, they gave us 7 new songs, hence the title, Epilogue. These new songs are so brutal, it makes you proud to be a fan of Australian deathcore. I love these guys, man. The drummer Simon, he's a dear friend of mine. People might say I'm biased for that particular reason, but you know what I say?
Fuck you!
The release is an absolute stomp on Australian deathcore, like in the hardest way possible. Check this out. Number 4, Cannibal Corpse, Violence Unimagined. What do I need to say about this band? They have been my number 1 old school death metal band since the day that I heard them. Since the first day my childhood friend Jamie showed me Pounded Into Dust, I was hooked. I was absolutely hooked. And for over 40 years, they still show us why they are the GOATs. I'll admit the last few releases of Cannibal Corpse, I was just like, it's Cannibal Corpse. It's good. But Violence Unimagined gave me nothing short of goosebumps. The production alone is incredible. We still get that grotesque imagery that they're known for. We still get the unbelievable vocals by the walking thumb, George Corpse Grinder Fisher. It's everything a modern age metalhead wants from an old school generation of metalheads. Check it out, man. Number 3, Powerwolf, Call of the Wild. Ooh, Teejay put on another power metal album. Fuck you. I love power metal. Power metal is amazing. And this album is nothing short of it. I love anything that sounds like you are on a dragon fighting to your fucking life against goblins, orcs, trolls, and all that kind of jazz. Not only do we get 11 new tracks off this album, but then they do another 10 re-recorded tracks from previous albums with some of the best metal vocalists that we have to offer. There was a couple of songs that I feel that shouldn't have had those vocalists on it. Alyssa White, please stay the fuck out of power metal. But check this out, man.
Hey, look, go to the night, surrender by the glow of the morning star. No way back from the night, remember. All merciless, and sinister. And on the way back home, forsake the skies. Then she went dancing with the dead. Lost to Lord and the spirit to sanctus raving. Dancing with the dead. Fell in love with the temper of twilight, lost and evil power. Dancing with the dead. Lost to Lord and the spirit.
How good? How good? Powerwolf, Call of the Wild. Check it out. Number 2, Lorna Shore, and I Returned in Nothingness. Who didn't fucking see this coming? I'm pretty sure I've seen this on everyone's 2021 releases this year. And, you know, it's for good reason, man. It is for good reason. There wasn't a lot coming out this year, and then all of a sudden, these guys just whip out. Really? The amount of melting that I actually heard when listening to this EP is the whole reason why it went on to this. Not only did the writing go up tenfold from Immortal, from the guitar riffs to the sound of how the drums were actually played, but we also have to give credit where credit's due to Will Ramos. Will Ramos has been around for ages. If you've listened to Awake in Providence, you know that you've heard Will Ramos before. But he just is... the performance that he brings to this record with his lyrical content as well as his vocals, it just shows you that these guys are going to be around for quite a while. They've already finished writing their next release, which I'm dying to hear. And dude, like, believe it or not, just check it out for yourself, man. If you've been living under a rock, check this out. The only word that I have to describe this release is disgusting. It's an absolutely revolting EP, and I dare you to pick it up, man. And here we are. My number 1 pick for 2021. If I gave you a million guesses, you would not have told me that I would be choosing this band as my number 1. The first time I heard these guys, they were incredibly seen. Okay, incredibly seen, and it made my fucking skin crawl. Okay, and then I've recently only found out that they've used to be a ska band back in the day. Like, what the fuck? Here they are, my number 1 choice for 2021. Ice Nine Kills, The Silver Scream 2, Welcome to Horrorwood.
I'll see you on the other side, but I'd kill to bring you back tonight. Don't give up, don't let go.
having a mix of metalcore and horror themes. Who would have thought that I would have been into this? But TJ, don't you like horror movies? Yes, TJ, I do like horror movies. And don't you like metal music? Yes, sir, I have a metal channel myself.
He's retarded.
Some of your favorite horror movies make appearances, from Jaws to Candyman. Ex Mortis, which is Evil Dead, has this fucking groovy, like, bounce melody song to it. It's just, I can't help but snap my fingers to it when I'm listening to, man. We get guest spots from Jacoby, from Papa Roach, and the GOAT himself makes an appearance, George Corpse Kreiner Fisher, right? On a nice 9 Kills record. This album was ridiculously catchy and memorable, and the hooks and one-liners just can't help you make you sing along to it. This album is truly, truly a fucking bop, man. It is a bop. And there you go, guys. There is TJ the Destroyer's top 10 releases for 2021. Thank you so much for sticking around and, being a part of this with me. I actually really love doing this kind of stuff, as stressful as it can be. But I do promise in 2022, I am going to be bringing out more content. I've got some things in motion, and I hope that they can come to fruition. But anyway, guys, stay fucking metal, and I'll see you when I fucking see ya. Cheers, guys.